about just focus on getting your wife's meds?
Right. Where do I find her?
Not on her caravan avoided a lot of Metro's less desirable elements by taking a route that's a bit, shall we say, off the beaten path. Hope you're in the mood for a little sightseeing.
For a pillar of the community, you certainly do have some colorful associates. And to think, you gave up the romantic life of a stalker for her.
To get off the surface? You're damn right. Imagine the worst hellhole of a station you've ever lived in. That's still a day spa compared to the kind of shit I went through out there. Quite like you said, surface is hell nowadays. You guys do live in paradise.
The end of the line is fast approaching, my friend.
About time. Okay, hop off and head over across the other set of tracks. You should find a reinforced door off to your left. Old Soviet stuff. 100 years later, still working.
This piece was probably built in the 60s. Some impressive equipment here.
The museum kept a backup generator for security and stuff like that.
Which museum? The Tretyakov? Yana and I went on our first date here.
Well, before you get too misty-eyed, Nata's route doesn't go through the museum itself.
Still, I haven't been here since, well, since before Yana and I split back then. We met when we were in university. I picked the museum for our date because I felt I needed to come across as more refined.
Right, because everyone thinks you're such a savage.
A man who wanders into the lion's den should not be surprised to find lions.
The entrance to the archives is a couple levels above you, on the opposite side of the escalators.
I remember waiting for Yana at the top of those escalators. We agreed to meet here at noon. I'm there waiting, watching face after face rise in front of me over the top of the escalator. I waited 3 hours, and at 3:06, I get a tap on my shoulder. And there's Yana, behind me, with her arm in a sling.
So in other words, neither of you knew how to take a hint.
She called us stubborn. I'm about to confirm those mutant den rumors of yours. Clips. I'm out of clips.
тварь, нет патронов. Давай, сука. Плюша, уйди. Так, и что мне надо здесь делать? Бить мне их нечем.
Signs for the museum, but radiation levels are spiking something fierce.
I didn't expect you to be anywhere quite that toasty. Knowing Nata, she will have stored the gas mask on her route where it's needed. Look for it.
Got it.
Good. Keep an eye out for extra filters. You may need them. Now, hide that ugly face of yours and make your way across. And please, do me a favor. Be sure you check your watch now and again. It will let you know when your filter's going to run out.
Someone strung up a dead Nosalis above the archives.
Who the hell would do that?
I'm more interested in how they did it. It's far too elaborate, even with a handful of men.
I've heard all kind of tales of things that go beyond the possible. You know, monsters whose existence you can't explain.
Come on. Monsters are just those animals we humans haven't studied properly yet.
One can see a rookie who's venturing into hell for the first time. It's hell, stupid. It just exists. And its rules change before you can understand them. So that it can kill you and eat your soul.
Now you're talking souls. Was it you, perchance, who stole Yana's pills?
Case solved, Sherlock. Alright, Nata's route runs down the staircase on the opposite side of that room.
The Nosalis had something painted across its chest.
At a museum. You don't say.
It looked like a snake or something of that sort. Have you heard of anything like that?
Could be just us, good old humans. Metro's full of all sorts weirdos doing creepy shit.
I quite like the human explanation.
What's funny?
Well, funny may not be the right word, but it just occurred to me that our last trip here also involved Yana becoming obsessed with a ghost.
Now you're just making stuff up.
The way Yana's mind worked, it was intoxicating. I never could keep up with that woman, and that's what made her thoroughly irresistible. We'd been to an exhibit of local Buryat artists, celebrating their Mongolian heritage, where Yana became convinced I was the living reincarnation of Genghis Khan.
What? Was Peter the Great taken?
She became so enamored of the idea, she convinced me to undergo hypnotic regression, as if I'd suddenly remember this entire past life she'd invented for me.
You actually did it?
You've met my wife.
Point taken. So what did you see when you were hypnotized?
I couldn't remember anything, really. But Yana and the doctor assured me I was quite the convincing warlord.
You never told me this one. Sardar Khan, oh, that's hilarious.
Don't laugh. I told that story one too many times at my old station. How would you like to be forever associated with a man who murdered millions of people?
I'd be fine with that, actually. But hey, I guess there's hardly anyone as different from Genghis Khan as you in the universe.
This is all such cheap nonsense. Past lives, afterlives, all alike. That's psychotherapy before psychotherapy. Allowing cavemen to cope with the fear of death, promising them a continuation. filter left. The floor in the archives is collapsed. I can't reach the stairwell.
My sweet boy. Not a minute goes by that I don't think about you. I should have never let go of your hand. I miss you. I miss you so much.
Mama? Mama, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, my boy. I'm coming.
Max. Max, are you there? Max? Max, is that you? I don't know if you can hear me, but the floor of the archives collapsed. What in the devil's name? tracks, bodies, fresh, I think. Something was feeding on it.
You see Nata's branding anywhere?
Yes, they're hers all right. It looks like they were traveling through the mutant halls as well.
Yeah. Definitely not the caravan's normal route. So either those stalkers wandered off on their own, or...
Let's not jump to conclusions quite yet.
You know, I'm starting to feel like this plan to retrace Nata's steps won't go down in history as one of our stronger collaborations. How about, if you don't catch up with that caravan soon, it's time to just come back, eh?
I can't. Not until I find Yana's medicine.